Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another Navagraha Oracle Yoga and Coaching Sleep Session with Catherine Starr Johnson. Continue our sleep series for every day of the week. Today is Monday Chandra, the wounded moon. So the moon, the deity of the night sky who governs your emotions, your intuition, your inner ocean, and the very cycle of sleep itself. And if you're a woman, your connection to the moon is even stronger. Monday is Moon Day. The Sanskrit word is Somavara. Soma's day. Soma is one of the Chandra's most ancient names. The Rig Veda dedicates its entire ninth mandala to Soma, both the deity and the sacred plant that represents him. The moon and the day have been intertwined in Vedic traditions for over 3,000 years. And if you're lying awake with a racing mind, not with a full belly, but with a heart that feels too much, sadness that rises like a tide, anxiety that has no name, grief you thought you had finished with, or a loneliness that feels physical, then Chandra is the energy we must work with. The moon governs your emotional body, your sleep cycle. When Chandra is depleted, wounded, or unsupported, the emotional body floods at night, the one time you're still enough to feel it. And because the moon rules the mind, manas, in Ayurvedic tradition, a disturbed moon means a mind that cannot find peace. So let's look at some of the specific ways Chandra shows up as disturbed or unbalanced. You feel everything at night: sadness, anxiety, grief that you thought you'd processed, loneliness that feels physical. You cry without knowing why. You feel numb and disconnected from yourself, as if you are watching your own life from a great distance. This is Chandra disturbance. The Charika Samhita, one of the two foundational texts of Ayurveda, teaches that the mind, manas, has three qualities: sattva, clarity; rajas, activity; and tamas, heaviness. In rajasic state, sleep is light and disturbed. You're experiencing Chandra in rajas, the moon's energy agitated, unable to settle into the sattvic peace that brings deep rest. The mother wound. The moon governs the mother in Vedic astrology, and this is worthy of its own video and its own session in and of itself. But tonight we'll discuss it in relation to Chandra, and many of us carry a mother wound. This is not about the judgment of your mother, how she loved or didn't love, or whether she was a good mother or a bad mother. It's representational of nurture, an original type of nurture. And that could have been in many different forms. But when this sense of neediness at night, you're longing to be held, you ache for comfort, something you feel you didn't receive or you cannot receive now, you may find yourself reaching for your phone or for food or for distraction, anything to fill the void where nurture should be. This is Chandra calling out for original nourishment. The intuition that cannot rest. Chandra governs intuition, the deep felt sense of knowing that does not come from logic. When your moon is strong and you trust your inner voice. But when Chandra is disturbed, intuition becomes anxiety. Your body senses things your mind cannot explain. You feel uneasy without knowing why. You pick up on the emotional energy of others and cannot let it go. You're empathetically overloaded. This is something that I personally have to take note of all the time, because I have a very strong Chandra governance in my Vedic chart. So empaths, people who are naturally more empathetic, this is definitely for you. Your receptivity, which is a gift, can become a burden if this is not managed. You need to learn how to empty the cup and set the right boundaries. The moon heart. In Ayurveda, the heart, Hridaya, is the seat of consciousness, not merely the physical organ, but the spiritual heart where the self resides. The Sushruta Samhita describes how the Heart-Lotus hangs upside down during sleep, withdrawing from the world to rest. When Chandra is disturbed, the heart cannot withdraw. It stays open, receiving every emotional signal like a radio tuned in to every station at once. You feel other people's pain, you feel the world's weight, and your heart so generous, does not know how to close for the night. And then there's women. Women especially, your sleep is tied to the moon, menstrual cycle, and hormonal balance. The moon governs the tides of the ocean and the tides of women's body. Many women find insomnia peaks at the full moon or the new moon when lunar energy is strongest. This is not a coincidence. The Atharva Veda, one of the 4 Vedas, referenced the moon's influence on women's menstrual cycles as early as 1000 BCE. Your body is a lunar instrument. When you fight its rhythms, you fight the moon herself, and the moon does not lose. In the Vedic tradition, Chandra is far more than a celestial body. She is a deity, the son of the sage Atri. He is the son of the sage Atri and his wife Anasuya. As told in the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Puranas, he rides a chariot drawn by white horses across the night sky. He's married to the 27 nakshatras, which is spoken of in the Vedic astrology tradition, the nakshatras. If any of you have done the natal chart, you will see nakshatras mentioned. The lunar mansions through which he travels each month. And most importantly for our purpose, he is the divine force that governs the mind, the emotions, and sleep itself. The Puranas tell us that Chandra was cursed by Daksha to waste away. It's a mythological explanation for the waxing and waning of the moon. But they also tell us that through devotion, Shiva Chandra found relief. Devotion to Shiva. Shiva wears the crescent moon in his matted hair, which is called the Someshvara, Lord of Soma. The Monday fast, Somavara Vrata, is dedicated to Shiva precisely because of this deep connection between the moon and the divine. The Bhavishya Purana states that those who worship Shiva on Monday receive the moon's blessings of peace, emotional balance, and mental clarity. In Ayurveda, the connection is explicit. Sharaka Samhita classifies sleep nidra into 6 types. The naturally healthy sleep that comes at night, which is called Ratriswabhava Prahabhava, sleep that arises from the natural rhythm of night. This is Chandra's gift. But when the doshas are imbalanced, sleep becomes disturbed. Excess vata, air element, causes light, broken sleep. Excess pitta, fire, causes difficulty falling asleep. And excess rajas in the mind, mental agitation, overrides Chandra's cooling, calming nature. The teaching is clear. To heal sleep, we must heal Chandra, and to heal Chandra, we must cool the mind, soothe the heart, and restore the lunar rhythm. So, I have mentioned the Chandra Water Ritual in another video about Chandra, but it is a beautiful practice. So before bed, you can just create this ritual, which traditionally comes from Jyotisha, which is the Vedic book dedicated to astrology and how that affects karma in the life. Before bed, fill a glass with clean water and hold it in both hands. Close your eyes. Silently chant the mantra 3 times. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Som Somaya Namah. This is the Vedic Navagraha mantra of the moon, the bija or the seed mantra that carries the lunar frequency. And traditional Jyotisha teaches that chanting this mantra 108 times on a Monday at dawn strengthens Chandra's grace in the birth chart and calms the mind. But even 3 times with conscious intention before sleep has power. Drink the water slowly. Feel it move through you like cool moonlight. Water charged with mantra becomes medicine. This is not superstition. This is vibrational medicine. The principle that conscious intention changes the molecular structure of water, a phenomenon now confirmed by modern research. Practice the Heart-Lotus Meditation, the Hridaya Puja. This meditation draws from Sushruta Samhita's description of the heart as a lotus that closes during sleep, and from the yogic practice of Hridaya Dharana, meditating on the space of the heart. Lie in bed, place your right hand on your heart, close your eyes, breathe slowly. Imagine a soft white moon rising in the center of your chest. With each inhale, the moon grows brighter. With each exhale, it sends cool, silvery light through your entire body. Draw your arms down. Let your legs fall into rest. And up through your throat and head. So just imagining the moon's cool light down your arms, down your legs, and then up through the throat and head. Wherever there is pain, let the moonlight rest there. Wherever there is anxiety, let the moonlight dissolve it. Wherever there is loneliness, let the moonlight fill it. The moon does not judge. The moon simply shines. This is Chandra's nature, to reflect, to nurture, to illuminate the dark. If your mind wanders during this practice, return to the image of the moon in your heart. Do this for 5 minutes and then release the image and simply rest. The heart lotus has been lit and it will guide you into sleep. Chant slowly 3 times. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Som Somaya Namah. This is the seed mantra of Chandra, confirmed in the Vedic Jyotisha tradition as the Navagraha mantra of the moon. Om. Aum is the primordial sound of the universe. Som Somaya invokes Soma, the moon deity, in his aspect as lord of the mind, emotions, and inner peace. Namaha, which is in all of our mantras so far, means I bow, not in submission, but in reverence and receptivity. Practice this chant 27 times before bed on Monday nights. 3 rounds of 9 on your fingers, or use a mala and chant 108 times, the traditional full japa for strengthening a weak Chandra in the birth chart is 11,000 repetitions over a fixed period. But take it one day at a time. For our purpose tonight, it's 27 times with a full attention, which is enough to invoke the moon's blessing. I hope this has helped your sleep tonight in any Chandra imbalance. Have a wonderful evening and a restful sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday's practice.